Sean has a channel, but he also has an OnlyFans.
Is there anything else y'all would like to discuss? I just like the idea of like me eating, and you ranting about your life.
How would anybody get any joy of you eating when they can't even see you? You just be like this.
So mukbang ASMR.
This is so good.
One of my coworkers, I think, got a message on, I think she said it was Tinder, and they're like, hey, nothing creepy, but I was just wondering if you would be interested in just like sexting. So you guys heard it here first. Sean hates drag queens and pandas.
And welcome back to the Wait.
Hi everyone, welcome back. It's been a week since we last saw each other.
Just happened to wear the same thing.
I just did laundry.
I really didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, Topher. Welcome, Sean. How are y'all today?
Hey.
I'm still doing amazingly. How are you doing today?
We're doing amazing.
I can't believe we're
Come on, host. What are we doing?
Oh, what's our topic today?
What is our topic today?
Our topic today is
We're throwing Miguel in the deep end, and I love this.
Is fast food. Since it's so early today, I thought we'd talk about breakfast. What do you enjoy the most?
Well, for me, it depends, because more times than not, I'm just not eating breakfast. But on the off chance that I do have a hankering for something when I wake up in the morning, it depends if it's a work day or not. If it's a work day, then I'll usually stop at Wawa and grab a smoothie or something on my way.
Wawa?
Yeah.
What's that?
Do you
We
have Wawa?
don't have Wawa over here.
You don't have a
I miss
Wawa?
it. No, it's an East Coast thing.
Wawa.
Oh, okay.
It's a $9.95 thing.
I don't know. It came to Florida a couple of years ago.
Oh, it's
and
a gas
I've obsessed
station?
ever since.
It's more than a gas
It's
station.
more than a gas station. They have gas, but I
That's
wouldn't
like
say
a
that
side
they're
product.
yeah. It's not like their main squeeze as far as I'm concerned.
It looks cute.
Just like Sean has a channel, but he also has a podcast, and he's got a stream, and he's got an OnlyFans, and he's got, I don't know where this analogy was going. I've lost sight of where
I feel like that's a story that only especially
I just
for
want to
our
remind
host.
you guys about Sean's OnlyFans. What was it talking about?
Wawa.
Wawa. Yes. Yes.
Wawa.
It's more than just a gas station, it's life. And they have pineapple now.
Is that the equivalent of like Bucky's? Have you?
No idea what that is.
In a sense, kind of. Because there
Um,
are a lot of my coworkers who rave about Bucky's. I've not been to one, but from what I've seen, it's similar sort of universe of places that have gas.
I'm surprised
And
that
other
Wawa
things.
actually went down to Florida.
Yeah, I
Actually,
didn't know what
I'm
it
pretty
was.
Pretty
And-
shocked that anything went down to Florida at this point. But
But we have such a great political landscape and amazing people down here. What do you mean? Of course, things would want to come down. It's amazing. Yay!
love you. Yeah, Wawa and Sheets are kind of the two big things, and they're pretty similar in the Northeast in particular. That's why I'm glad that Wawa got down there.
Me too. It's revolutionized my breakfast routine.
Right?
what do you get from there?
Sheets is better though.
Usually just a smoothie. Every once in a while, I might. It depends, because they have the like warming trays where they have like their pre-made sandwiches and whatnot. If they have the egg bites, then I will get the egg bites. If they don't have the egg bites, I tend not to get anything from there, because like their croissants are nice, but they always feel so greasy and so heavy, and sometimes
Ooh.
that early in the morning, I just don't want that much.
Yeah.
I don't feel for something that heavy. And the biscuits just feel heavy as well. I usually want something light, so I like a nice little egg biscuit. You know? But usually a smoothie or a coffee or something along those lines. Liquid diet. And yeah. But if I'm not going to work and I'm home and I want breakfast, it depends if I'm dieting or not. If I'm dieting, then it's oatmeal. That's what you get. If I'm not dieting, then it's probably oatmeal, because that's all breakfast food I have in my house. So
Oatmeal is
either
just.
that or Uber eating something, and I don't
can't
feel like
do
Uber
it.
eating.
Is it just oatmeal's just milk and like oats, right?
No, you're doing it wrong if that's all you have in your oatmeal, sir. I also could not do oatmeal as a child growing. I did not. It's something I had to train.
He just called you a child. You hear that, Miguel?
Well, I was looking at Sean when he was having that very visceral reaction to oatmeal in the
Sean was
morning.
calling you childish.
Yes, back when I was your age. I also did not like oatmeal or red wine. And now I love oatmeal and I still don't like red wine.
Do you like them together? That's how he makes his oatmeal. He puts wine in there.
That's why it is so good to me in the morning.
Topher tips.
But no, if you want a Topher tip, get a ripe banana smashed up and use that as the liquid base for your oatmeal. It gives you some natural sugar without getting too sugary, and it's just nice and yummy. But that's if you're into oatmeal. It's very much a texture thing.
Yeah.
And I understand because I did not like oatmeal growing up because of texture. So as an adult, I've just learned to make it a little bit on the drier side. So I just use a little less liquid so it doesn't come out like soup. It just comes out kind of almost like not really rice, but almost kind of like a cooked rice. So it's not dripping. It's just moist enough to not be eating cardboard. But yeah, nice little mashed banana with some turmeric on top, a little bit of
Did you brown
cinnamon.
sugar?
If I'm using the pre-made stuff that has brown sugar, I'll always go for the maple brown sugar flavor. But if I'm not using the pre-made stuff and it's just like baseline oats or whatever, I try not to add additional sugars just because I feel like I get enough sugars from everything else in life. That's where the banana comes in. Natural sugars. Give me that natural sweetness. That's just delicious banana. I love a good, sweet, plump, juicy banana. Just all up in my oats.
And back to Topher's OnlyFans. Holy shit.
Yeah. Good morning to
What's our audience demographic?
We don't have an audience yet.
Well, let's see. If what I learned from the last podcast, we hate women and we...
No, we don't. No.
So not women. And...
Oh, God.
And we love assault. So...
My breakfast is
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah, Sean. What do you like to eat?
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Coffee. Wait, what?
Who do you like to eat?
Who do I like to eat? Troye Sivan's latest picture.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Unless there's another one that I haven't caught up on. It's the last one that you retweeted or you shared or whatever.
Is he okay? Like, what is
he
happening?
Looks more than okay.
He's doing fine, but holy hell. He met Hyunjin and he's like, let me post this picture.
Well, he's not the only one out here trying to turn Hyunjin's head, okay? He's like, I'm doing whatever I can. I'm using my powers of persuasion. I'm going to get me a Hyunjin if I...
Listen, did you see some of the the recordings of the one in particular where he's like checking him out? I'm like, I don't blame you.
I don't blame you, girl. Same.
They put Hyunjin at the gay table.
Like, I don't know how any of that came to be, but I just love that it did.
It was the best.
It's like there's someone out there in the celestial universe that was just like, you know what? People need this interaction to happen. So here you guys go. And I'm
Here
like,
it is.
I'm like, thank you. Thank you, gay God.
Anyways, breakfast.
Sausage.
What do you like?
Most of the time I'm at home now, so since I work from home,
Must be known.
I usually make some rice and egg.
Rice and egg.
With some hot sauce, some butter.
Rice and
Little
egg.
like a rice omelet?
No, just like rice and egg, like a spice.
So
I spice my egg.
Rice?
No, well, no, honestly, it's not. It's honestly really good, and it's not. I honestly I love it. It's not as bad as it sounds.
I'm not
With
saying it
some
sounds
good,
bad.
like you have some decent butter in there. You obviously spice your egg, and I like to use a lot of pepper.
What kind of pepper?
Just black pepper.
Rice and egg.
For egg, I just use black pepper.
The black of the pepper, I don't know.
I always make my rice a little garlicky too. I had some.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
You gotta flavor your
onion
eggs.
Powder. Well, of course. But it's super simple and it's pretty quick. So, like, you basically you take I personally make it more like a fried rice, but you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I prefer to get some leftover rice, throw it in a frying pan with the egg first, and then put in the rice, of course. Just it's super simple, light. It feels a lot lighter than some of the other stuff. If I don't do that, then I'll just do egg.
Just egg?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like to eat a lot in the morning. Honestly, I just don't. If I eat too much in the morning, I get I don't know. I feel like I'm weighed down a little too much, and I don't want to do much, and I just don't eat a whole lot in the morning.
Yeah, I don't like to feel too heavy that early in the day.
Yeah, usually around noon is when I'll start getting a little bit more hungry, and I'm like, okay, well now let's think of something bigger and better to eat. Well, and maybe some of that, coffee is an appetite suppressant too. So,
you too and your coffee. Oof.
Yeah, I would not have gotten through graduate school if I did not have coffee.
I'm not a big coffee drinker.
I used to hate coffee.
How do you take your coffees?
Black like my man. No, with cream and sugar like my man.
Yeah. Yeah. Since I'm a super taster, particularly bitter is bad, so I have to sweeten it up a little bit.
Oh, you douse yours with creamer?
Not typically. I like a caramel color.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't go too heavy on the creamer because some of them are super duper sweet. So I'll usually splash little creamer and then the rest almond milk or something just to lighten up the load of the coffee. But I don't want sugar. We love a light load. Heavy black pendulous.
I
don't know.
OnlyFans win?
What?
Breakfast just makes me feel some type of way.
I like breakfast food. I just don't like the timing of breakfast.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Wow.
IHOP at 3:00 in the morning after karaoke. Absolute genius. Beautiful. Love it.
But IHOP at 8
waking up in the morning. It don't work for me.
No.
Not here for it.
Wow.
It's like a
that's an actor thing though too.
11 a.m. to
it's brunch
4 a.m. type meal for me.
I usually like to eat a big breakfast that we don't have to eat for the rest of the day, just like snacks.
What are you doing the rest of the day that you don't like to eat for? What's going on there?
I just get full. It's such a big breakfast intake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go on. I'm listening.
That's it. Just a big breakfast.
He's a man of few words.
Full of protein.
Big old breakfast sausages.
What?
Whether it be...
He said he likes protein sausage.
Yeah,
protein sausage.
Yeah, protein sausage.
I heard a in there.
Oh, go on. Sorry to interrupt you. Go on.
Okay, well, that's all my topics. Do y'all have anything else?
Listen, I am trained in clinical psychology. I can sit in silence forever until somebody starts speaking.
So McDonald's is having Grimace shakes now.
Do I want to know what that entails as far as a shake goes?
Is
it just purple?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people are praising it, saying it's really good, but I haven't tried it myself.
What's the flavor?
I was gonna say, like, does it have a
Is it
different
purple
profile?
flavor?
No.
It's vanilla purple flavor.
It's ube flavor. They're trendy like that.
Oh, that would actually be smart of them.
They're not that trendy.
They're not that trendy. They would actually have to like bring in ube.
Yeah.
Miguel's like, what the hell's ube?
I feel like I've heard it before, but I don't know.
It's Filipino.
It's Filipino purple yam.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
it is actually.
Been putting it in everything lately. By everything, I mean those 3 things that I made
I was gonna
in the
say,
last month and a half.
so many.
I do need to get back to the Asian market though, because I'm running out.
Miguel seems to think that I should do more food stuff.
Oh
Most
yeah.
people
I would love to see y'all do
put food in
mukbangs.
their mouth.
Maybe that's.
I'm sorry?
Mukbang. We should bang in the muck.
Mukbang. I think they're called
Um,
mukbangs, but I say
There.
mukbangs. I just like the idea of like me eating, and you ranting about your life.
How would anybody get any joy of you eating when they can't even see you? You just be like this.
So mukbang ASMR.
This is so good.
I mean, that could be like an untapped potential market. A mukbang ASMR, where like you just hear the sounds of the bang. Put down in the comments, y'all. Let us know if you want us to record a mukbang ASMR video.
I'll be the ASMR portion.
Oh. That's it, everybody. Bye.
I'm really bad at being a host. I'm so sorry.
We're throwing. No, listen. We're purposely throwing you in the deep end because it's drama.
Deep.
Plus, you'll get really used to it,
Or you'll quit.
or you'll quit, or you'll quit.
One of the two.
We won't have a question mark
I'm
anymore.
sorry, but
It'll
you're
just
up
be
for
TV.
elimination.
Have you guys been keeping up with the latest season?
No, not All Stars. I'm waiting.
Why have you?
No more than I normally do.
Sorry, Miguel.
I'll watch the pit stop or whatever. I'm like, okay, I feel like I saw everything I need to see. I'm good for the next however long. It's a season.
Yeah.
Things are happening. There's drag.
Miguel was saying something and I interrupted him. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I know. I don't. Honestly, I don't watch it. The only reason I even watched the last one is because Miguel was like, "Hey, you should watch this," and I'm like, "All right, I got nothing else to do."
Oh my gosh, is that how you truly felt about it?
No, it was fun once we watched it.
Yeah.
Once Miguel forced me into something, then I was like, okay.
He was not. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna love Marsha. I know your type. You're gonna love Marsha. You're gonna love the Ice Spice.
Listen.
Sugar and Spice."
I didn't like sugar.
And then we started watching the
I hated
season,
them at
and then you're
first.
like, "I hate how I fell in love with them," and I'm like, "I knew you were going to."
Only, yeah, Spice though.
You didn't like Marsha?
No, I liked Marsha.
But like as a duo, Sugar and Spice, you liked Spice.
I liked Spice. Yeah, I didn't really.
You didn't like the package. You liked.
I don't
I
like
mean, you
sugar.
like the package, but you didn't.
Yeah. Let's just say that there's only one of them that I'm following on Twitter.
It's because Spice has all the décolletage at all times. You just like a good,
All the time.
you like a good chesticle display.
I do. What can I say?
That's fair.
What's your go-to fast food restaurants when you're hungry? Mine used to be Panda Express.
Fast food.
Y'all don't you Topher?
Oh. Topher is out. He's like, I'm not.
Was I really that bad?
No.
Well, that took much longer to happen than I was anticipating. So I was convinced that this was going to happen all throughout the initial recording. That like, because it just,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's just the timing or whatever that always seems to happen anytime I'm doing a collaboration. As of late, that's when all of a sudden I want to experience like random Wi-Fi dropouts, and I'm like,
Naturally.
okay. Sure. I could sit here and record for 8 hours straight and not lose connectivity once. But the second I go to collaborate with someone, all of a sudden it's like, nah, So I expected that to happen all throughout. So I'm surprised we made it this long.
We made it in an hour and 45 minutes. Okay. You did awesome.
Come on, Wi-Fi. I see you.
Yeah.
Good job. But it's your favorite fast food restaurant. Go ahead.
I don't have one.
What about Hawaiian Bros?
They're fine, but it's not like amazing. Hawaiian Bros is fine, but they have like what flavor of chicken do you want this time with white rice?
I mean, that's Panda Express.
I haven't really had Panda Express. I had Panda Express one time when I was living in Virginia.
How was that?
It's fine. I don't remember it really, other than I was there.
Topher, do you?
So,
do you eat?
What I'm hearing is you hate pandas.
Oh my god! I think that they should just die out. We should just let nature take their course.
All right. So you guys heard it here first. Sean hates drag queens and pandas.
Oh, why? Why drag queens?
Because he does not like to watch Drag Race. He was forced. He had a gun put to his head. He was forced to watch it, and he did not enjoy them. So
that's exactly what happened.
Man, we're not going to have much of an audience if you keep hating large groups of people like this, Sean.
Everything.
Let me see. Fast food. I try to avoid it as much as I can, but if I had to choose one, I would have to go Wendy's 4 for $4, although now they don't have the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger in the 4 for $4, so it's going to be the $5 biggie bag with the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, Diet Coke, no ice, and sugar cookie. But that's if I had to go.
If you had to, just if you had to.
If I had to, on the
that
off
was
chance
really, really specific. That was surprisingly specific.
What do you mean? I am very definitive in all of my choices.
No.
I know how to make a choice. I know how to make a decision, Sean. What are you talking about?
In my 2+ years of experience with Topher.
Well, maybe you've just been experiencing the wrong Topher, because I am a very confident and decisive individual.
Listen, I tried to ask if he wanted to go see a comedy show Monday when we go to Chicago. I also asked him, I gave him 4 different options of productions that we could go see while we were in Chicago. You know what I was left with? I'll just make the decision myself. I'll just pick it and surprise him.
And that was my decision. I decided that I like surprises.
Oh my god.
Yay. Everyone wins.
I like surprises too.
Well, I got good news for you.
I'm not wearing pants.
Oh, well, that's not a surprise.
That's not surprising.
It's also a fact, but it's not a surprise.
Can you stand up for us?
Not like it's not all over the internet anyway. So. Not bad, of course.
OnlyFans.
It's only on parts of the internet, but
select parts, mostly in DMs.
Well, not mine, of course.
Oh, no. Just close enough.
I was just having this conversation the other day with coworkers because one of my coworkers.
That's a good conversation.
One of my coworkers, I think, got a message on. I think she said it was Tinder, and they're like, "Hey, nothing creepy, but I was just wondering if you would be interested in just like sexting." And I was like, "Well, I appreciate that they are
direct,
kind enough to seek consent instead of just like, hey." Here's my dick, So I respect the fact that they asked. She never got around to responding in time, and when she went, I was like, "Well, what does he look like?" And then he had unmatched with her because she didn't respond. So I don't know what he looks like, but I was saying like I'm the type where I don't have any problem with people sexting or sharing a saucy picture or something like that, but I'm the type of person where it's like it has to be of my own decision if I'm going to share that. So just because you send me something does not entitle you to something from me, and the second you ask me for something, I've already marked you off in my head. And I'll send you something, but it ain't gonna be me, but you ain't gonna know that. I'll just Google like, okay, random naked black man. Okay, here we go. Crop. There it is.
That's definitely my penis.
That's 100% me. Yep. Also, you're never going to find out in person. Bye.
Okay, but I agree. I will definitely say that in the past, I have in my vault some that look very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't trust you necessarily at first, I might send that one first.
I had that vault too. I know.
Wait, my vault? No, you don't. What?
What?
No, okay. Nothing. I was really confused there for a second. Nothing.
Maybe.
Anyways.
All I'm saying is I'm excited to be sharing a room for 4 days. No.
Wait, is it next week that y'all are meeting up?
No.
Yeah, next month.
Oh, next
July.
month.
July 20th?
Yes. Because concert's 21st, I think.
Yeah.
So you have your airplanes and everything?
I drive.
Well, I'm talking about Topher.
Mm-hmm.
He has the airplane book.
I'm talking to Topher too, bitch.
Yep, I've got my airplane already, and I'm gonna drive it down on the 20th. And parking's gonna be a bitch, but
And then Sean's gonna drive everywhere.
I'm taking my car up. Yeah.
he doesn't have to.
I'm used to driving in Chicago.
Like I said, I enjoyed last time I was up there. I liked walking and taking public transportation, so he doesn't have to drive everywhere if he doesn't want to.
No.
I will get where I need to go. I'm very
No, we won't.
resourceful like that.
Just depends. Like if we go to Jollibee, I'll have to drive there, I think. Like some of the outskirts.
Is
yeah,
it aggressive traffic over there?
No.
Really?
I wouldn't
Is
say
everyone
so.
passive?
I prefer driving in Chicago than driving in St. Louis.
Why?
Because everybody's an idiot here when they drive. Like it's more like I would say in Chicago there is even in California I would say that there is madness to it, but it is madness with a purpose. Whereas driving in St. Louis is like everybody is just doing their own thing and they don't give a shit about like you. Like there's no sort of control to it. It's literally just about them driving. There's no defensiveness. It's more just it's me. I'm aggressive driving. That's it.
Well, you stay safe, Topher.
I will. I have my knife on me at all times.
You stay safe, especially when in driving with Sean's car. Being in passengers.
Listen, I have never been in an accident when I was driving. Even when I was like here's the thing. Even when I was still in the army, I had to drive a lot. I had a driver's badge, a professional driver's badge and everything. So, I have some experience driving. I'm just saying,
You're the
professional badge. She got money. Oh.
No, I don't. That was free. I didn't have to do anything with it except sign 8 years of my life away.
Oh.
He got money.
So you're the type to park in reverse. Got it. Noted.
No, actually I don't, because I find those people to be ridiculous. I'm like, I'm trying to park too. What are you doing? Get out of my way.
Okay, but why are you guys attacking me?
Are you that guy?
No.
He's like, I gotta get out fast. Listen, the only time I reverse park is for grinder hookups.
Oh.
That's not true. That's not true.
So if you ever visit me and you park in reverse, I would know that you're just trying to get out. You're just trying to get out as soon as possible.
I wouldn't do that though.
I mean, it sounds like he was trying to get in.
I hate it here.
I think the only time I voluntarily parked in reverse was back when I was living at my parents' house still, and I hit a mailbox or something, or I got a dent somewhere. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want them to see this just yet, which probably made it even more obvious, because then it's like, why are you parked in reverse? I'm like, no reason. Nothing. It's fine.
No, what are you talking about?
I just wanted to try it out once, because I've seen people do it, and I wanted to see what it was like.
I can do this thing.
It wasn't on my driving test. I wanted to see if I could do it. And I can. Yay.
Did you guys have to parallel park for your driving
Yeah.
test?
I don't remember. I don't think I did. But it's something I like. No, I don't think I did because I remember having to teach myself parallel parking years after the fact.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it now. Yeah, no, I don't think it was on my test.
Enjoy parallel parking?
I mean,
Who says that? Who goes, man, I really want to parallel park?
me. I feel so fancy. I'm like, oh, look at me. I'm a big city boy with my parallel parking. Look at, okay, coming through. Beep, beep, motherfuckers. Beep, beep. You know.
Well, I find it pointless, and my driving instructor even said that too. They said parallel parking is kind of pointless because, well, around here, you don't really parallel park unless you're in the city.
So you never plan to go to the city?
I always make someone else drive.
That's fair.
He said, I'm wifey.
yeah, I'm the passenger princess.
Well, good. You know your worth, baby. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
I'm the sucker that always drives, even with my friends.
Do you like driving?
I do. I do like driving. It's very relaxing for me. It always has
Oh
been.
wow, I get stressed.
I can see that.
Shots fired.
Not
I
really.
feel very attacked right now.
Why?
That's because he's attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
I am not. No. Honestly, my ex was the same way. Like, and honestly, I hated them driving because it was stressful for me. So maybe that's probably why I get like I want to drive. Plus, I get car sick now. Like, if I'm in the passenger seat, I tend to get a little queasy sometimes.
Wow.
I've heard that from a lot of people. I've not had that problem.
Why is he? What?
I mean, not that my driving gets people sick. I've heard that from people who are like, I have to drive because I get car sick if I'm in the passenger seat. I'm like, I don't have that problem, thankfully. Knocks on all the wood I can find.
Passenger seat isn't so bad, but if I have to ride in the back,
I love the back.
I get sick.
Oh my God. I will, if I'm not driving, I will volunteer to jump into the back. I love the back.
Oh.
Just put me in the back, coach.
Oh.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
I don't know why. Well, maybe it's just because I'm just so used to driving at this point. I don't know.
And
I don't normally have to get in the back seat, but it used to be like if my mom would drive somewhere, I would take the back. And at a certain point, I'm just like, wow, I'm getting like, ooh, like just feeling it. And I had never gotten like motion sick before or anything. So it's just very odd. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Good. That's good. These are just more excuses for me to drive everywhere.
But again, if one day he decides he doesn't feel like driving, that's fine. I will get where I need to go. I am a very resourceful.
I'll let you drive my Prius.
No, I don't drive other people's cars. I don't do that.
Damn.
It does feel weird driving someone else's car.
I don't trust myself. I don't do it.
I trust you.
Well, that's your mistake.
That's my mistake.
Yeah. That's your problem. Don't burden me with your problems, sir.
I tend to be very trusting in general, though. I trust people when I probably shouldn't. Not you specifically, just in general.
Having been in the car while someone else is driving and being in an accident, being in my car while someone else is driving and them getting into an accident makes me not want to drive other people's cars.
That sounds terrible.
Yes. Also, I don't let other people drive my car. Trust issues.
I got you.
I'm
Also,
on
I
that.
just
I'm
too nervous.
I feel the same way. I don't like
people driving.
Yeah, I don't want someone driving my car. Unless I'm like
what if you're incapacitated?
drunk, then I understand. but that rarely happens.
See, the inner, like, every time somebody says, I don't like this, or it makes me uncomfortable, I'm like, oh, let's do that. With these things. With these things.
Right,
not like,
right,
Mhm.
right.
Go on.
I get anxious or something like that. I'm like, oh, we can behaviorally fix that.
Sean likes to push people. You're a people
He's
pusher.
a pusher.
Yeah.
Big old pusher.
I like to challenge people to go above what they think they can do.
So,
Okay, that's it, everybody.
what's the title of this boss? This title of this podcast.
It's all one podcast. What do you mean?
No, I mean
The episode.
The episode.
What was
Yeah.
the name we came up last time with? Was that just the episode, or was that like the potential for the entire podcast?
No, the pilot. The first one's always the pilot.
But the
Okay.
boss, the babe, and the virgin.
Boss,
the boss,
the
the
babe,
babe,
was
and
the
the
virgin.
virgin.
That's actually a BL show, so
Oh, that's probably why. Not the boss, the babe. The top virgin and the assistant. Was that the podcast?
I like the
potential, or was
boss,
that the
babe,
episode?
and virgin. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want them to think that we're trying to steal their title.
Just
that
kidding.
means Miguel is a babe. Hey.
No. I would like to be a boss.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Sean. You're resigned to the babe then.
Why do I can be the virgin?
No. That role has already been claimed.
2 bosses and a virgin.
No!
Oh. I definitely feel like I've seen that video.
That's 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh.
No, not that one. No, that. Different tube.
We should.
What?
The title of this episode should be like Miguel is trying.
He's trying so hard. It's adorable.
Miguel
Miguel
is
is
trying. Has tried. Will be trying. Continues to try.
Just call it Miguel Leads a Podcast. Miguel's first time.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it might get people to click more rapidly.
That is what we need.
That's the story that they're coming back for.
Is there anything else y'all would like to discuss? How do you end this?
Damn, he's like, we're done.
I don't know.
He's like, we are
This is too
done.
much.
We're out.
I should have let Topher go. I should have let Topher.
I had so many things prepared.
Listen, there is something to be said about being able to vamp. Like, you get used to the camera and the pressure so much that you get it. But you're a streamer.
My stream is full of just like
The chat helps.
no, what's it called? Mine's full of if you are interested what my genre looks like, it's called flop talk.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's just it's chaotic.
But what exactly is flopping?
Nothing is flopping, it's just a flop. It's you know what? Okay. Thank you for coming. Check out Topher.
Well, not yet.
I know. I'm still waiting to hear about this flop.
Now the title of this is How Embarrassed Can We Get Miguel? That's the title.
Okay, well, if that's the intent, then it's story time now.
Yes. Oh wait, speaking of story time, I thought we were going to talk about.
Oh yeah, from our podcast 6 years ago.
That's it for this week, everybody.
Tune in next week for the story about that time I accidentally became a homewrecker. All right, I'll see you later. Need to write new lyrics.
Need to write new lyrics.
Yes, because I have a drag gig on Sunday, and I'm doing Ursula, but I have 2 numbers that I have to perform, so I'm performing twice. So first one I'm doing Poor Unfortunate Souls because Ursula have to. But I was deciding if I'm going to paint myself in purple, I'm going to be Ursula the whole night. Like I'm not switching costumes and being someone else because I couldn't think of another purple character that I wanted to do. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to be Ursula the whole
Grimace.
night.
Grimace.
Different shade of purple. It's different purple.
Which one's light? Well, you can go lighter and then darker.
Not in like the 20-minute turnover. No, I'm not redoing my makeup. They're getting, if I'm going purple, you're getting the one paint job. That's all you're getting. So it's like, okay, fine. The first song is easy. The second one, I'll just do one of my normal parodies, you know? So I was like, well, I can't do, can we swear? Are we going to blank this out? Future Topher, or future.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, future Sean, you do this. So it's like, I can't do fuck me, and I can't do, and I'm telling you, I'm not blowing because I did those last time. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can do suck your dick in a public place, but I'm like, I need to rework it in the words of Ursula. And then I was like, well, maybe I can just do another song that I normally sing and let's rework the lyrics in terms from an Ursula standpoint. So then I was like, let me choose ChatGPT. So it's like, ChatGPT, rework these lyrics to this song in the voice of Ursula, blah, 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 blah. And ChatGPT, it sucked. Everything they gave me was awful. And I'm just like, oh man. So that was one of the things on my to-do list today to try and hammer out.
Listen, if you want ChatGPT to compile like information, that's fine. But if you want it to like rewrite lyrics and stuff, like people are giving it way too much credit for some stuff.
I had never used it. I just heard everyone raving about it. So I'm like, let me see what all the hype is about. And I was like, I'm not impressed by this hype. I don't know. This is okay.
I mean, if you're using the free version, it's also like a version behind too.
I've just not been impressed with anything it's given me thus far. Like some of the lyrics are fine, but then it's like it doesn't give me enough lyrics to fill the space. I'm like, you gave me like 2 sentences, but the verse is like 8 sentences. So I'm like, where's the rest? And then they just jump to the chorus, and then they're like, bridge, and like the song doesn't have a bridge. What do you mean? And I'm like, okay. So that is one of my things. I need to write new lyrics. Preferably adult and dirty, but we'll see.
It's drag after all.
That's drag.
It's not.
Drags. It's filthy and disgusting. And, you know, I'm going to write a song about indoctrinating children. There we go.
Be who you
So I'm going to be dressed as Ursula, and I'm going to sing about indoctrinating children. Give them more.
So many people are going to be upset because you're do Melissa McCarthy makeup instead of purple. Oh God! I would just like to point out she had nothing to do with that. She's an amazing person.
She had absolutely nothing to do with it, and I'm not taking anything away from her performance.
Right.
I saw where the makeup artist like clapped back and was like, you know, so upset about people coming for him. And I'm like, I have so many mixed feelings about this, but like for me, if I were the makeup artist, I'm not so much offended that people are saying that it needed to be a queer artist who did her makeup, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like, I don't think that it needed to be a queer artist. Sure, it'd be nice, but I don't think that's a requirement. I just need you to make, like you're saying how you have decades of experience in the movie industry, and you did this makeup, you did this makeup for this series, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is what you gave? Like, it literally looks like any 10-year-old girl is like, I want to be Ursula for Halloween, and just threw some triangles on her eyes. And like, there we go. The eyebrows not even in the same family tree. Like, I don't like, normally I don't have like the best eyebrows, but they're like cousins. You can tell they're related. They may not be even or whatever, but they're in this, like, those eyebrows not even in the same genealogy. Like, no. So I'm like, I would be more offended to say that I have decades worth of experience and that's the work I have my name on, because I'm like, I don't need it to be a copycat of the original blueprint. I get, changing it up, putting your own stamp on it, but like,
that's what you came up with.
This is such a fantasy kind of role. I need the fantasy. Like, this makeup looks like so pedestrian, and anybody under the sun could have done this. Where I'm expecting from this big Hollywood picture to get this fantasy. I'm expecting to see something that looks larger than life that I cannot obtain on my own, merit. That's what I go to the movies for. I expect to see this big spectacle. So when you give me something that looks like the girl at the Walgreens counter did it on her lunch break,
stop.
I'm not impressed.
It's true, though.
So, like, that's where I am offended with the makeup. I don't care that it was a non-queer artist who didn't do it, but I'm just offended that you have all this experience and this is what you gave me.
Yeah.
No.
I agree with that 100%.
I'm like here.
I agree.
I don't remember how I got on this topic, but no.
We were talking about your makeup and Ursula.
Oh, yeah. So I need to write new lyrics.
No, but I agree with that. What?
I need to write new lyrics.
Yes, you need to write new lyrics. No, I agree with what you said though. Like, I don't care like who does it, but there is more to it than that. Like, come on.
Yes, like she is a fierce, fabulous sea witch, confidence galore, this, that, and the other. And like, I'm not saying you have to make her modeled after Divine or any other drag queen. She can look like a woman, whatever. But like, give me some fantasy. Give me the ooh la la sensations. Give me something. Like, this is a Disney. Y'all got money. Y'all got money. And CGI.
Y'all got screwed over in that deal.
Like y'all could have CGI'd the fuck out of her face and gave me like I could understand if that was just like the baseline, like, okay, we're just giving her this as a starting so we don't have to overlay so much in post-production. Like if we were giving her like the Cats effect or whatever. Please don't give her the Cats effect. Jesus, that CGI was awful. But like I could understand like if that was just a starting base and we were going to digitally enhance and just make her this, because we had to digitally enhance her anyway for all the squid arms and all that jazz. I'm like, or no, they changed it to an octopus this time for all the octopi arms and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Also, nobody's out here complaining the fact that Ursula's now an octopus when she was a squid originally, but we're complaining that the Little Mermaids, whatever. We're going to leave that alone. Whatever. We can change the race of the witch, but we can't change the race of the mermaid, but whatever. Anyway, like, I could understand if that was just a starting point and we were going to digitally enhance, but for you to put that out and like, yep, that's my finished complete product. And aren't you impressed by her? Don't you want to strive to be her? Aren't you intimidated? Like, no, this gives me nothing except I would not go into her cave. Y'all, you couldn't pay me enough to go into her cave to see. I don't care how much I want a man. Y'all couldn't pay me enough to go see this lady. No, you think I'm going to take relationship advice from that makeup? No. No. Sorry. Did not mean to go on this hot take.
It was a good hot take.
Very good hot take.
We're ending the podcast like 40 minutes ago. I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
No, actually, that's perfect timing.
I thought the makeup was actually pretty good. I don't know what you're talking.
Okay.
He's banned.
He's
been banned off the island. Sashay away. We revoke your gay card. Your queer identity no longer exists.
That's another conversation I was having with a friend yesterday because she texted me and she's like, "Hey, have you seen The Little Mermaid?" And I was like, "No, I was just gonna wait till it came out on like streaming or something." She's like, "Okay, well, I saw it and like, I don't know if it'll be out when it's your birthday, but I thought, maybe I could take, if you were interested, we could take you for like an early birthday present." And like Ursula is just something you have to see. You have to see it on the big screen. And I'm like, did they fix her makeup? And then she's like, was there something wrong with her makeup? Wait, I didn't know any controversy. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not going to continue down this rabbit hole then. I don't want to disturb your peace. You enjoyed this movie. You saw nothing wrong with it. I don't want to take that away from you.
Was she straight?
Yes-ish. Yes. But she is such a big part of like my gay culture in general. Like if it wasn't for the fact that she was born with a vajayjay, she would be a gay man.
That's cute. I love them. I love those women.
So yeah, it's like you enjoyed it. I don't want to take that away from you. So I'm going to stop talking right now and just, yeah, I'm happy for you and your enjoyment of this makeup, but it was not it, sis.
Okay, but for real, I do have to go.
Oh, I forgot. Check out I can't even say it. Synergic. Check out Synergic. Check out Topher. Can you plug yourself?
Every night. I mean, what? No. Topher Warren official on Instagram, Topher Reacts, or everything Topher on YouTube, Topher Warren on Facebook, and cream nasty on no. And bye.
Don't forget to rate the podcast and wherever you're watching it. That definitely helps out a lot. Leave some comments. We heart you. Subscribe. All those things.
Tune in next week
Follow.
for story time about that time I accidentally became a home wrecker.
Oh,
Bye.